Let's see what happens. Now, is it going to work? Looks like it might be. I think it is. So hopefully I'm going to see YouTube vertical messages also in here. I don't know, we'll find out. The clue generally is with vertical content, when the messages get really stupid. That's generally, you'll know when it's working. Oh, Macam, nice one. And it's working, brilliant. Football Custom, hello. Thank you for being the first commenter on my vertical stream. Okie dokie. Let's put some fuel in this thing, shall we? Shall we? That'll do. Instant, because I'm lazy. So, just for those of you watching on the vertical stream on YouTube, there is actually a horizontal stream as well. I'm not sure YouTube have got it sussed yet, really, with the whole vertical thing going on, because it's like they run as 2 independent streams with 2 independent chats, 2 independent like counts, 2 everything. Whereas really what they should be doing is, if you are watching in vertical mode, and then you turn your phone landscape, for example, it then seamlessly switches you over to the actual stream. That's what they need to do. They absolutely need to do that. Right, let's try another landing. Cheers, Macam. Right, here we go. Let's do a... Oh, should we go to Edinburgh? Let's look at the new Edinburgh, because we've got Edinburgh V2 on here, haven't we? And we'll go runway 24, long final, move AC. Yeah, to be honest, Jacob, I don't know how they do it either, but it's good for views and stuff, so I'm just going to sell out and do it, basically. As far as I'm concerned, it's essentially like a free advertiser. Very well for that, getting new faces in the door. But there is a horizontal stream. I am running both at the same time. It's not like it's one or the other. Yeah, I think one thing you can say about TikTok is that actually the way they do their stream is really good. So you have to use their app unless you get a stream key, which is quite rare, I'm led to believe. And they let you set up 2 different canvases, one for vertical, one for horizontal, and depending on what the user's up to, they get served one or the other, and both are in sync. It's awesome. I wish YouTube would just pull their finger out and actually sort that out. But the good news is I'm seeing the chat from both horizontal and vertical YouTube, which is kind of cool. OBS isn't whinging yet, although it could only be a matter of time. We're just AirNOTT over on Twitch, so I'm going to fire Twitch up now and see if that's going to be the straw that breaks the camel's back. We'll find out. I think it's a bit unclear, Louise, when it's all going to come out at the moment. Like, some people are saying maybe even CES next year. I don't know. Okay, I'm just going to try and fire up Twitch. What are you confused about, musical? Hey, Louise, I can see you in the chat. Thank you very much for testing that for us. Alright, let's get your cam on, shall we? This is cool, so I can see all the chats in one place. It's really up to you where you watch, really. I mean, YouTube, I can't... The way I think about it is like YouTube, as in YouTube horizontal, is home. Like, that's where we live. That's where it all happens. And all the other places are kind of like syndication endpoints. Like, they just are. If people want to watch there, that's fine. But YouTube's kind of the meat and potatoes of what we do. What's my Twitch? Just AirNOTT. You'll just search for it, you'll find it. Happy days. Right, should we see if we can land? Oh, the wind's changing, look. You can see the plane doing a very nice job of straightening up. Alright, I have control. For better or worse. I'll tell you what, this new version of Edinburgh is so good. Come on, over we go. Turn up the volume a bit for y'all. Come on.
300.
Not doing a great job here, am I?
200.
Yeah,
100.
Full reds here, aren't we?
Flight slope.
Yeah, I know.
Flight slope.
I know.
40, 30, 20, retard. 5.
Yeah, a bit on the early side, that, wasn't it? Never mind. Never mind, let's try again. That is what FSI panel is for, after all. I don't know what the feet per minute was on that, actually. $250, that's alright. Right, set the levers to climb. It should chuck us up again. I have a 3080 Ti, 9900 i7, 32 gig of RAM, Samsung 49-inch ultra wide, can't get over 27 FPS. Thing to do is enable developer mode in your settings, then come up to debug, and then display your FPS, and it will tell you which component you're limited by. So at the moment I'm limited by my main thread, which is to say my processor. So my GPU is just barely being taxed at all, despite playing at 4K. It's all about my processor. Single thread performance of my processor. It doesn't matter whether you throw an 8, a 12, a 16 core at it. It's Flight Sim relies primarily on the fastest core on your processor. What is going on here? fake FSI panels having a moment. A new Batsun member, and I want to fly again. So I made a flight plan and Phoenix uploaded the old one. Did you actually generate the flight plan on SimBrief? Because Phoenix will just take whatever is on SimBrief as your last plan.
1,000.
Here we go then. Fingers and toes crossed. Time to get good in the Phoenix. You're watching from Munich Airport, amazing. Might have to try a manual throttle landing in a minute, because I've done the throttle mod to give me more
400.
More range of movement on the throttles. Feels like we're bobbing up and down quite a bit. Okay, 2 reds, 2 whites.
200.
3 reds, that's fine by me
100.
on the sim. No issues with 3 reds.
Light slow.
4 reds, not so much.
40. 30. 20. Retard. 5.
Yeah, we just dipped a little bit, didn't we? Other than that, I'd say that wasn't too bad. That was about 200 feet per minute. Just that little dip just before the threshold. Right, so far it's holding its own, it would seem. Looks like I need a better processor. Yeah, I figured as much. Yeah. I mean, I'm on a 5800X 3D, and even I feel like I need a new processor most of the time, so... Come on in. Yeah, I've been wondering about FS Realistic. I couldn't really figure out from their website what on earth it was it does. And yeah, so for that reason I just kind of didn't. I feel like their website could be an awful lot better. Exterior walk-around mode. I mean, keep in mind FS24 isn't far off, and that's going to help that, isn't it? Do I use the rudder on landing? Yeah, all the time. All the time, more or less, unless we've got a direct headwind. Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, the rudder pedals I have aren't the greatest. They're Logitech ones. Yeah, they're okay. They were cheap. Well, I say they were cheap enough. They were still 100 quid, but relative to all the other stuff that's out there, I thought actually they represented pretty good value. I mean, in an ideal world, I would be probably getting some of those Thrustmaster ones. What are they called? The ones that are like all metal. Man, they look good. I occasionally just sit there and look at their website being like, do I? But then I realise I've got 2 small children to feed, so then I don't. But maybe if they could just go like a week without food, maybe we could do that. I don't know, I'll think about it. That's vibration, shaking on touchdown, also touchdown sound effects. Airport ambient sounds. Okay. Yeah, unless they've updated their website. When I last checked, I was like, I don't get what they're trying to offer me here at all. Like, they could convert so many more users, I'm sure, if they invested in their website a bit. No, you shouldn't need to, not with a processor change. Or a graphics card change, for that matter. You might find when you change your processor, Windows 10 or 11 might throw a bit of a wobbly. If you're signed in with a Microsoft account, it might want to like reset your PIN and do all that stuff because you know, something fundamental about the computer, i.e. the processor, has changed, so it just wants to, it will want to revalidate a couple of things. That's easy enough. This is the new Edinburgh scenery that we're landing into. Awesome bit of scenery. I mean, if you're unsure, it might be worth just kind of finding your local kind of PC shop. It's not a big job to put in a processor, not really, so I wouldn't expect a huge bill. I mean, you can have it all done and dusted inside of an hour, if you know what you're doing. Easily, within an hour. Right, here we go then. Let's not dip like we did last time. My controls. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do a manual thrust landing. This is what they do on Lufthansa, isn't it? Manual thrust. SOP. Okay, let's just see if we can... Oh my god, I'm going way too fast.
500.
Maybe should have started this a bit further out rather than so close to the airport, but that's okay. That's what FSI panel's for. If you haven't got FSI panel, I really recommend it.
300.
Okay, nose up a bit. Let's see if we can find that glide slope again. There it is. Why are we floating?
200.
That's better. Come on, keep that nose down, you wally. What are you doing? Come on.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard.
Oh, was that a bounce? Yeah, that was a bounce. We did a bounce. As many CPUs as I install, I still get nervous. Yep, same. You don't want to bend those pins or wreck the socket on the motherboard or squeeze out too much thermal paste so it all goes everywhere like a toxic soup. Just followed. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Right, where should we go? Where shall we go? I suppose the other thing we could do... so we're live on Twitch, we're live on YouTube Vertical, we're live on YouTube normally, and we're recording, so that's 4 4 things that are going on. Only other thing I haven't done is Twitch, not Twitch, TikTok. I did try and set that up earlier. Should we give it a go? I've got my scene set up, so hopefully it'll be just a case of going live and seeing if it all falls to pieces. I hate the fact that I have to use their app. I wish I could just use YouTube Studio. Oh, not YouTube Studio. OBS. Okay, how do I tell it what game I'm playing, I wonder? Turn on the virtual camera. That will then send it all to thingy. Right, let's see what happens, shall we? Let's give it a whirl. Right, we're going live on TikTok. Brace yourselves. Have a good flight, Luigi. Yes, Sky is. Right, Jetstream. Nice to see you. Right, where should we go? Where should we land? So, allegedly we are live on TikTok. Goodness knows how. Or how it's actually looking on TikTok. Yeah, so I'm using OBS, which is free. However, to stream on TikTok, you have to use their TikTok Studio app, so I have to run that alongside it, which means I have to have 2 things that are configured properly, which is a pain. TikTok apparently do give you a stream key. Then you can just pop that into OBS, and it's just like another place to go live. But I don't know. Let's go to our lander first. Shall we? Shall we? Our lander. Runway. Let's go. 19 right? I don't have any local knowledge of this place, so. Hey, Remy's in the chat on TikTok. Lots of people saying joined. Is that like a TikTok thing? No, there's no VATSIM today, mate. We're
terrain ahead.
Very much
Pull
a test
up.
stream to see if my poor little PC can handle everything that's going on with streaming to YouTube, to Twitch, to YouTube Vertical, to TikTok. Oh, Mackham's in the TikTok chat. Awesome. Mackham, how's the audio? Because I wasn't sure I did the audio right. Why are people saying joined all the time on TikTok? Is that like an automated thing? Please go on VATSIM. We do VATSIM. Just not today. This isn't the right time for VATSIM. So you can hear me, Mackham, and you can hear the sim. Is that all okay? TikTok is just like a whole thing I just don't know about. Everyone's saying joined. Joined. Cheers, Mackham. Absolute legend. Hey, Jetstream's moved over. So I've got no idea how I actually
2,500.
like monetize TikTok or do anything. I kind of feel like that episode of The Simpsons where Homer becomes like the internet king, and the comic book guy comes over, says a load of stuff, and Homer's just like, "Can I have some money now?" Plane audio is a bit quiet. All right, I can do something about that. Let me land, and we'll fix that. Cheers, Malcolm. I do have a slider that I can fiddle with a bit. It is the A320 Phoenix, indeed. How'd I get the weather working? It just did. I didn't press anything. Ever thought of X-Plane? Kind of not, if I'm being honest. I feel like I got into the sim again after Microsoft Flight Sim came out, and I'm too heavily invested now in airplanes and scenery and all that stuff. It'd be really hard to move, I think. It's probably fair to say. Alright, so the plane is doing its thing. 2 reds, 2 whites. Happy days. So TikTok saying, encourage your viewers to share your live and invite more friends. Go on then. Everyone do that. Right, dare I take over? Idiot pilot is now in charge. How you doing, Tricky? You okay? So the next thing to try and figure out is how I get a combined chat on the stream, because if I put it on stream on Twitch, it's actually against Twitch's terms of service, and it could ban my account, allegedly. Whether they will or not, I don't know. I feel like that's a bad move by Twitch.
400. 300.
Okay, we're a bit high. Picture looks alright though. Maybe it's just a narrow runway. No, we're high.
200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 5.
There we are. That'll do. That'll do me. That's even worthy of a little YouTube short, that is. It's like supporting Sunderland all your life, then saying I support Newcastle. I was thinking the other day, Malcolm, someone needs to do a good scenery of Newcastle, don't they? That feels a little bit underserved. Or massively underserved, I would say. Alright, who else said an airport? Someone said Arlanda, then someone said somewhere else. Right. Let's come to a halt. Where shall we go? So TikTok saying my computer is under high load. Frankly, the less TikTok knows about my computer, the happier I'll be. Right, somebody chuck me an airport code and we'll fly there. Stutter as in stutter on the stream or stutter on the sim? EGNT, yeah, let's do that. Why didn't I think of that myself? I'm ashamed. Alright. Give it a second to load everything in. You know what, I was thinking, we haven't actually been to Gibraltar on stream, have we? Maybe we should do a stream like Hop to the Rock, that sort of thing. Because that's like entirely visual, isn't it? Yeah, so my encode limit is at about 99%. Love you for landing videos, man. Keep it up. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright, Tricky, we'll go there after this. Is it actually windy there now, or are we going to need to fiddle it? What's going on? I don't think the autopilot's quite got that one right somehow. Because we need to be going down there. Ah, Kalas, yeah. We can go and say hello to all of my money while we're there. Still, we did win $3.54 in the Bellagio, so it's not all bad. Here we go. Oh, I've missed flying. I was away in London last week, and when I was there I was just like, because of course you can see all the planes coming up from Heathrow, and I was like, oh man, I just want to fly on the sim so bad. Why is it two streams? So we've got a vertical stream and a horizontal stream, because you can actually stream now to YouTube Shorts. So I'm doing that to, well, because it's, why not?
1,000.
Might get a few new eyeballs on the channel. We're also multi-streaming to Twitch and to TikTok. Part of my mission to get some wholesome content on TikTok, instead of all like the brain dead rubbish you normally see. Honestly, I swear, every time I go on TikTok, I come away feeling like I've just lost about half of my brain. I don't know what it is. Well, I know exactly what it is, but it's just such a shame that that's become normalised. Everyone's out to manipulate. it feels like. You know, 1 minute you've got this like video that's just doing everything it can to get some kind of reaction out of you, to get some engagement out of you, and then the next minute you swipe and then it's someone trying to sell you like a 58 pack of toilet rolls. It's like, what the hell is going on here?
500.
So I'm doing my part to try and clean up TikTok with some wholesome flight sim
400.
content.
300.
We're dipping. I always do this in the Phoenix.
200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 5.
There we go, we're down. Yeah, someone needs to do a good version of the scenery for this. I mean, it's okay. I kind of feel like single runway airports that have got fairly simple taxiways, you can get away with it with the default stuff, but it really would be nice, wouldn't it? I mean, it's not awful, but that being said, I don't have any local knowledge of the airport. I mean, this is just like the standard looking terminal, isn't it? Right, let's go to Gibraltar, shall we? What's the code again? EG something X, isn't it? XB? EGXB, I think. No. Can somebody chuck me the Gibraltar code? LXGB, thank you. Select airport, runway. What's going on then? 09. Right, we'll do 09 and then we'll fiddle the weather when we get there. EGGD? Yeah, Bristol's always good fun. We'll do Gibraltar.
Terrain ahead. Pull up.
Need to see if we can fiddle the weather a bit.
$2,500.
Right, let's see if we can get the wind settled in first. Right, what do we think about making the wind a bit stronger? Should go up to 10? I thought you said 09, Tricky. Yeah, I mean the idea is that you avoid all this harbour area, isn't it? When you come out, you've got to kind of take off and get out this way. Oh, we'll give it a go. This wind actually seems a bit tame, doesn't it? Let's see if we can crank it up a bit. There you go, that's the stuff. Let's see if we can get down like this. Yeah, I understand what you mean, Tricky. Right, how are we looking on the old Pappies? Can't really see him from here, can we? 4 whites. Yeah, way too high. As I feared. Right, this one is just... This is going to be like a meme landing, just so you all know. No, we're not doing stars. This is literally just FSI panel kind of loads you up X number of miles out on final, and then you take it from there. Very, very good just for practicing your landings. Okay, still 4 whites on the Pappies. That's not great, is it? Okay, we need to crab a bit more, I think. And not descend so rapidly. My goodness. If we get this down in one piece, it's going to be a miracle. Crazy, isn't it, that you can walk across this runway in real life?
400.
Come on, over to the left a bit more.
$300.
Okay.
200.
This is it.
$100. 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard.
Oh no, did we just bounce? Yeah, we did. Yeah, there it is. It's the second bounce. Look at that. Oh man, that was annoying. Still, plenty of runway. Oh, never mind. Never mind. It's worth a go, wasn't it? It's worth a go. I'm not sure that counts. Let's give it one more go, shall we? Should we do the other side? Runway 27. We'll do a short final this time. Speed it up a bit. How's the stream on TikTok, Malcolm? Is it behaving? Just the game sound not there, as in it's too quiet? Or is it not there at all? Any good now, Malcolm, or no? I don't know. I'm going to have to land the plane in a minute, then I'll have another look. Not hearing anything. Okay. Bloody balls. We're way off, aren't we? Good gravy. Let's try and get that crab sorted. I don't feel like we quite have it. You sort of know when you catch it, don't you? I don't feel like I've got that feeling yet.
$500.
Wow, this is a crab, isn't it?
400.
Yeah, that feels pretty good.
300. 200.
Come on.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard.
I floated it again.
5.
No, it's not to be, is it? Gibraltar is not to be today. God, this is like full rudder just to try and keep it straight though. Yeah. Right, let's see if we can figure out this TikTok audio situation in a minute. Why is it not doing that then? What if I was to take my audio from OBS? Anything? Nothing. Go external view. No sound. Well, that's darned annoying. Because I'm selecting what it should be. Alright, let's go to EGAA before I forget. Origami has asked many times. Let's go runway. What do we think? 25 or 17? Let's go 17 because there's a bigger crosswind component. That might keep us on our toes a bit.
Terrain ahead. Pull up.
think I flared. I didn't. I think the thing at Gibraltar was I was flaring too much. We'll have another go after this. Go down to EPKK. We'll give it a go.
$2,500.
Seven's quite short, that's okay. We know what we're doing. Well, I say that. What? Cheers, Malcolm. Thanks for all your help. Have a good one. Would it be totally wrong to try and land an A320 with the yoke? Alright, Skypoint. Doing too badly, are we? We've been live for an hour. The wheels haven't come off just yet. I mean, if an A320 can get down, a 7.3 can get down, right? Why isn't that audio working on TikTok? Literally selecting the thing. I want to delete that. Go back then. No good, is it? I don't know. Anyway, time to land. Don't mind faffing around with TikTok audio settings. Right, here we go. Feels like the crab's more or less on point.
400. 300. 200. 100.
Those down.
50, 40, 30, 20, retard, 5.
Oh, that's a bit long, wasn't it? A little bit long, a little bit off centre. That wind is quite strong though. Never mind. Yeah, Delta, the audio's being weird on TikTok. First time streaming on TikTok, so I don't quite know why it's doing it. Right, let's give that one more go. I wonder if this would work. Hang on. Any good? Any sound? I don't think there is going to be. I'm guessing not. No, okay. It's worth a go. I don't know. Maybe it's because OBS has like claimed that audio source for itself and then blocks it out from others. That could be why. Who knows?
1,000.
So, that's why we do a test stream, right? 'Cause stuff always goes wrong. Is everything feeling smooth to everybody? Like, is TikTok smooth? Is YouTube smooth? Is everything... I'm not getting any errors or like drop frames or anything, so I assume it's okay. Concentrate this time, shall we?
$100. 50, 40, 30, 20, retard.
And into reverse we go. That was hard though, flipping out, that was like 400 feet. I was reluctant to flare it too much because of the crosswind component, because sometimes you can float them if you're not careful. Having a bit of a hard time. Yeah, there wasn't enough flare. I was reluctant to flare because I didn't want to float it, and obviously that's why there was no flare. Let's do EPKK now, shall we? Why am I not following you? I don't know, man. That's a question for you and you alone. I appreciate the follow. I just wish I could get you some audio from the game. It's
Terrain
really
ahead.
weird.
Pull up.
Alright, any audio on TikTok now? Oh man. Still nothing. God. Stupid TikTok now. Why won't they just give me a stream key like everyone else? Because they want to put their stupid spyware on my computer probably. Oh well. Oh, I wonder if I could do that. Right, how's that? Oh god, I've got to fly the plane as well. We have audio, thank god. Amazing. Just let the plane.
2,500.
Yeah, so we're a little bit off course. That's what I was trying to figure out. TikTok audio. Ah, nice one. So what you're hearing is what is called the broadcast stream mix. I don't know if you can see it. I've got this little mixer thing here. It's a Go XLR Mini. I love it. It's amazing. And all these faders. I've got my voice. I've got the game volume. So I have the game louder. So on and so forth. And the broadcast stream mix is a combination of all my faders. So that's actually good. Oh. Yay. I'm pleased now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Anyone in the YouTube vertical stream? Yeah, we'll do Bristol. We got the scenery for Bristol as well, so we'll do Bristol after this. Love a bit of Bristol. Quite a challenging airport, really, because there's a giant ramp in the runway, for one thing, and it's on top of a hill, so it does get the wind.
1,000.
Could anyone that's in YouTube do me a favour and go to the vertical version of the stream and see if it's all choppy, because I'm getting warnings from the thingy. Where is this I'm landing? I've completely forgotten.
$500. 400. 300.
We got no puppies.
200.
It's a bit weird, isn't it?
100. 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard.
A little bit to the left there, aren't we? But that was smooth. It's at like 2 FPS. Okay. That will be because that's because I'm CPU encoding that one, I think, and not GPU encoding it. Let's have a look real quick at that one, if we can. It's not going to let me, is it? Never mind. Never mind. I'll have to figure that one out. Watching on your 50-inch TV and it looks awesome. So you're watching the horizontal one then, presumably. But then on the vertical, it's not doing so well. What airline are we in? Me. You can download the liveries at AirNOTT.co.uk. You can see all of my setup. You can see some suggested routes if you're looking for inspiration. It's all there for free. Right. Bristol. Egda. Runway 27 looks to be the one based on weather. Yeah, it wasn't bad, that landing. That was alright. A little bit to the left, but what are you going to do? I will actually be flying out of here in real life in, I forget, but not very long. Yeah, it's nice at the airport, Bristol. Not too big, not too small. Just right. So, what's really weird is, according to TikTok, we've got 2 people watching, but we've had 1,100 likes. Which is weird. Once again, TikTok continues to confuse me. What tool am I using that automatically makes the approaches? It's a program called FSI Panel, and I love it. We did a giveaway on stream a couple of weeks ago now. The developer reached out because he saw I was doing some video stuff with it on YouTube, and he was like, hey, do you want to have a copy to give away? I was like, yeah, thank you. And yeah, so someone got a free copy, which is nice. What's the monitor I've got there? It's just a TV. It's a 43-inch LG TV. It was new in 2021, so it was the 2021 model of whatever their cheap one was at the time. So you know, if you were to go into, like, I don't know where you live, but if you're in the UK, if you were to go into like Currys or Argos or wherever, and you were to find the 43-inch LG TV that's around about 300 quid, it's that one. But obviously they refresh it every year, so I'm not sure I would recommend it, because it's only 60 Hertz and it doesn't have variable refresh rate. And it'd be really nice if it did have variable refresh rate, because then when your sim drops down to say 52 FPS, or if it can jump up to 72 FPS, then it can manage all of that. Whereas I need a locked 60 really to keep it nice. It's a Cologne, nice. Right, autopilot off. Cheers for the follow, Ollie. Appreciate it. Well, that's the other thing. I can't always achieve 60 Hertz. What I do is I lock my sim to 30, and then I enable frame generation, and that doubles me up to 60. So I only really get a problem if I can't get 30. Kind of without any DLSS frame gen, which can happen. Ah, we're too high. Come on.
400.
Come on. Not now.
300. 200.
Landing uphill on 27, of course, aren't we?
100.
Light slope.
We're fine.
40. 30. 20. Retard.
Let the ground come to meet you. There it is. And that is how you do runway 27 at Bristol. 130 feet per minute. Oh, that wind. Wind really is giving us a bit of a problem there. Yeah, it's kind of nice when you land uphill, because you can just get that flare and you hold it, and then you just wait for the ground to kind of come up and kiss your wheels. Wesson. God, that was so long ago now, wasn't it? Did we do like 3 go-arounds? What specs have I got? I'm on a 5800 X3D, 4080 Super, 32 gig of RAM. What? Did someone just put in a code? EPKT. EPKT. I have no idea where that is, but I'm more than happy to fly there, because it sounds fun.
Terrain ahead. Pull up.
Depends what resolution you're playing at, football. If you're playing at 1080p, I would say your CPU is of more importance than your graphics card, because you'll find quite a lot of graphics cards will do 1080p reasonably okay on flight sim. Whereas if you're playing in 4K, then that's a very different conversation. I know when I was on 3070, going between 1080p and 1440p made near as no difference because I was CPU limited in both cases, so GPU was just chilling. Again, I'm so confused with what's going on here on TikTok. It says we've got 1 viewer and our likes have just gone up by 300. So I don't know what to say. No, Ollie, I don't have FS realistic, sadly. Ryzen 5, what, 5600X, 3600X, 7600X. We try and land with a yoke, just for a bit of a giggle. Let's do it. What's it going to feel like? Oh no, this feels so wrong. I feel like I'm breaking every flight sim rule in the book right now. Although I do love this yoke. It is absolutely flipping amazing. This is going to trigger so many people, particularly on TikTok. If I were to upload it, in fact, right, we're going to upload this as a video to TikTok and we're just going to see the comments go absolutely wild just to mess with them. Because I don't know what it is, people on TikTok, they just get so triggered by the fact I've got an Airbus throttle unit with a Boeing yoke. It just like, they can't get their heads around that at all.
1,000.
And it's just hilarious to me, it really is. They're all there in the comments like, bro's got an Airbus throttle with a Boeing yoke, like a little skull sign. It's like, yeah, and I recommend you do too. It's a very, very powerful combination, especially if you've got a side stick that you fly bus with. And we are far too high because I'm too busy talking and not paying attention. You know what, this feels quite similar to a 737.
500.
Alright, landing an Airbus A320 with a yoke.
400.
Like an animal.
300.
Can we butter it with a yoke? I do think I prefer it, you know, with a yoke.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 5.
That wasn't bad. That wasn't bad. That felt nice with a yoke actually. It felt completely wrong. But actually, yeah, about 200 feet per minute. That wasn't bad. Right, let's make a short of that. That can go onto YouTube. Right, I've got time for a couple more. So that makes me wonder, given how good that just felt on the yoke, and it's probably fair to say the yoke is of higher quality than the Airbus stick, would a higher quality stick help things with the bus. You know, like a warthog or that kind of stick, you know. Don't know. Don't know. Right, where should we go? Someone said Vegas. Should we do Vegas? Oh, excuse me. Sorry, I'm just checking TikTok. Weird. Can't figure TikTok out. Power. Not too power. Let's do JFK, because I've got scenery for JFK and I haven't actually been there properly yet. We do 3-1? No. Can we do 1-3? Where should we go? Let's do 1-3. Yeah, go on, let's do that. Yeah, we ain't doing Paro. We are not doing Paro.